We are discussing about GATE 1995 ECE paper, and this is 2 marks question. Look at the question. A transistor having alpha is equal to 0.99 and VB is equal to 0.7 volts. Then the value of collector current will be. We are going to calculate collector current for the given circuit. So, and it is given that when the transistor is connected with plus 12 volts battery, and these are the sum of the resistors connected across collector, base and emitter. Okay, and here it is, this is equal to ground. So by that time, if you are observing, first of all we have to indicate the terminals. Always arrow implies nothing but emitter, and this is base, opposite of emitter is collector. So current flowing through collector is nothing but IC. Current flowing through base is nothing but IB, and in emitter both the currents flows, that implies nothing but IC plus IB. IE is equal to IC plus IB. So current flowing through emitter is IC plus IB, current flowing through 1 kilo ohm is IC, current flowing through 10 kilo ohms is IB, and in this above also, in 1 kilo ohm the current flowing through this one is nothing but IC plus IB. IC plus IB. Now we are going to calculate this IC value. So first of all, whether we should know whether the transistor is in saturation or active region. So assume that one. Here we are going with an assumption. Assume transistor is in saturation. Okay, what happens if you choose active region also we will see. Assume transistor is in saturation region. So saturation region is nothing but collector current is going to be having a constant value, that in that one IC is equal to, generally it is treated as IC saturation. So IC saturation is nothing but, now the collector current has got saturated, it no more depends on IB. That implies nothing but IC and IB are independent of each other. Independent of each other. So IC and IB are independent in saturation region. So we cannot use IC is equal to beta times of IB. This is only possible in active region. So you cannot use IC is equal to beta IB. Both IC and IB are independent of each other, since in saturation collector current got saturated, so it no more reacts for the base current, increase or decrease. Okay, and we know that one, a standard value of VCE saturation is equal to 0.2 volts for silicon, and VBE saturation is 0.8 volts for silicon. So assume that one we are going with silicon transistor. VBE saturation, VCE saturation. So apply a KVL across base emitter loop. KVL across base emitter loop. Base emitter loop is nothing but, you are starting from 12 volts and you are moving in this way. So that is 12 volts, 1 kilo ohm resistor, 10 kilo ohm resistor, next VBE, and next 1 kilo ohm resistor towards ground. So the total parameters are going to be 12 volts, voltage across 1 kilo ohm, voltage across 10 kilo ohms, voltage across base to emitter, voltage across 1 kilo ohm. All are going to be considered in the KVL. So by that time we can write it as 12 minus IC plus IB, IC plus IB times of 1 kilo ohm minus 10 kilo ohms times of IB, because in 10 kilo ohms only base current is flowing, minus VBE saturation minus this 1 kilo ohm at emitter, the current flowing through is IC plus IB. Again it is IC plus IB into 1 is equal to 0. If you simplify this one, what you are going to get is, this is the first equation, 2 times of IC, 2 times of IC plus 12 times of IB is equal to 11.2. You will get this equation. Assume it is first equation. 2IC plus 12IB is equal to 11.2. Next, KVL across collector emitter loop. Kirchhoff's voltage law. across collector emitter loop. Collector emitter loop is nothing but this is the loop we are going with. So from 12 volts we are going with 1 kilo ohm, next this 1 kilo ohm, and next we are coming for VCE, next 1 kilo ohm. So towards ground. In this way we are coming. So by that time collector emitter loop we can write it as 12 minus IC plus IB times of 1 kilo ohm minus 1 kilo ohm times of IC, that is current flowing through this IC in this 1 kilo ohm is only IC. So it is IC times of 1 kilo ohm minus VCE saturation minus 1 kilo ohm, that is in this 1 kilo ohm. In this 1 kilo ohm the currents are IC plus IB. So IC plus IB into 1 kilo ohm is equal to 0. In this one we can use VCE saturation as 0.2 volts, it's a standard value, whereas previously VBE saturation is 0.8 volts. So that this is, so if you use this as 0.2 volts it is 12. By that time this is the second equation, what we are getting is 3 times of IC plus 2 times of IB is equal to 11.8. This is second equation we will get. So 3 times of IB plus 3 times of IC plus 12 times 2 times of IB, 3 IC plus 2 IB is equal to 11.8. First equation is 2 IC plus 12 IB is equal to 11.2. From this one, okay, you can, 2 equations, 2 unknowns, you can calculate IC value. IC value what you are going to get is like this. IC is equal to, after multiplying the first equation with 6 and second equation with 4, okay, something after manipulation you are going to get IC is equal to 3.725 milliamperes and IB is equal to, from these things, 0.3125 milliamperes. Okay, so whether this IC and IB are going to be right or not, that we have to check. So for that one we should go for the condition for saturation region. So condition for saturation region is IB should be, that is actual base current flowing, should be greater than or equal to IB minimum. This is the condition. So IB is nothing but 0.3125 milliamperes should be greater than or equal to IB minimum. IB minimum can be calculated using IC saturation by beta value. Okay, and where beta is equal to alpha by 1 minus alpha. So from that one alpha is given as 0.99. So this is going to be equal to 99 beta value. So from this one IC saturation is nothing but 3.725. Okay, this IC saturation is nothing but IC value. IC value itself is going to be treated as IC saturation because the transistor is in saturation, the value is going to be constant. So that will be equal to 3.725 milliamperes and beta value is 99. If you substitute this one you will get, this is IB value actually flowing in the transistor and IC by IB, what you will get is lesser than this one. So the value of this one is going to be less than this. It is around 0.0, that is by 99. So it will be 0.037 or 38 milliamperes you will get. So the transistor is indeed in saturation. So definitely we can sure that one, the condition satisfied, so the transistor is in saturation. Okay, how can you proceed if the transistor is assumed in active region? Okay, so we are going in this way. This is second method. Assume the transistor is in active region. If the transistor is in active region, at that time IC and IB are going to be related, and you can always substitute IC is equal to beta times of IB. Remember that one. So beta value just now we calculated, that is 99. So always you can use IC is equal to 99 times of IB, or IB is equal to IC by 99 can be used always. Okay, so from this one you can use it as IC is equal to 99 IB, or IB is equal to, you can use it as IC divided by 99. Either way you can use. Okay, so and we should know the standard values for this one is VCE active we don't know. VCE active always should be greater than 0.2 volts, and VBE active is 0.7 volts. VBE active for silicon is 0.7 volts. So now apply KVL across base emitter loop. KVL across base emitter loop is nothing but you are moving in this direction as previous. Okay, so by that time it can be written as plus 12 volts minus IC plus IB into 1 kilo ohm. Okay, minus 10 times of IB minus VBE active minus IC plus IB times of 1 kilo ohm is equal to 0. VBE active we know it is 0.7 volts, and IB can be replaced with IC by 99. From that one if you calculate, the IC value is going to be equal to 5.33 amperes, 5.33 milliamperes. This is the value of IC. IC is equal to, I am writing it again, 5.33 milliamperes. So if you substitute this IC value and calculate VCE, okay, this is cross check whether this IC is equal to right or wrong. For that one we must go for a cross check. What is a cross check? We are going with VCE. If it is greater than 0.2 volts, then transistor is in active region. That is, our assumption is right. Otherwise, if VCE is less than or equal to 0.2 volts, then transistor is in saturation region. Understood? So from this one if you apply KVL across, okay, KVL across base emitter loop, now KVL across collector emitter loop. Collector emitter loop is nothing but you are moving in this direction. Okay, where the IC value is known, IB value is known. From that one, as we have seen previously, we can write 12 volts minus 1 kilo ohm into IC plus IB plus 1 kilo ohm into IC minus VCE minus 1 kilo ohm into IC plus IB is equal to 0. From that one you can calculate, if you use VCE can be calculated as some negative value you will get. Okay, so VBCE is going to be what you are getting is, okay, I will write this one. Wait, so I will write clearly the KVL. From that one we can easily analyze. So KVL is going to be across this one, 12 minus 1 kilo ohm times of IC, that is 1 IC, minus 1 kilo ohm times of IC plus IB, that is nothing but IC minus IB, minus VCE minus IC minus IB is equal to 0. From this one we can write it as, the value for this one is 3IC plus 2IB, 3IC plus 2IB, okay, minus 12 is equal to VCE. This is what you will get. So from this one, if you are assuming IC is equal to 5 milliamperes, 5 into 3 is 15, 12 minus 15, it's going to be equal to negative value you will get. Okay, so if you apply KVL, what you will get is VCE as negative, VCE as negative value you will get. Negative implies nothing but transistor is in saturation region, it is not in active region. So you cannot make the assumption as active, because the active region condition is going to be getting failed. So the transistor is in saturation region only. So the correct answer for the IC value is 3.725 milliamperes. The IC value of correct one is nothing but 3.725 milliamperes is the right value, is the right answer. Thank you.